Good evening. This message is directed to you, Gita, a son of Hadebe, produced of an Arab mother and an African father. Today I went to the garage and I saw two Indian men. And I thought to myself, since there is a FIFA Club World Cup being played, it is a great opportunity to create tournaments in whatever platforms that produce FIFA licensed video games, which promotes fair play and respect above all. A respect for the referee's decisions, a respect for opponents understanding that even though it is competition, but it is still entertainment, and that it must be palatable to everyone who watches it. Of course, I wanted to buy airtime from you because I know your airtime works. But unfortunately, my computer, which is a smartphone which I use as a modem sometimes to record music. Yesterday, which was the Sabbath, I recorded a song, and I might have been wrong for producing music during the Sabbath, because during the Sabbath we're supposed to rejoice and thank the Creator of all things for creating us, because surely we have been created. And we know that we didn't create ourselves. We also know that our parents were also created. They didn't create themselves. And also our grandparents and our great-grandparents ad infinitum. I know that some of the issues of the family, particularly issues of succession, when we are born from two cultures, which of course are closely related because Western Asia is very close to Africa, but it is close to Northeast Africa. On our western flanks, we have Brazil and Argentina and Venezuela. And to the north, we have Portugal and Spain. The United States, Canada, and Mexico are far away places. When you use Africa as a center, you can see that they are on our top left, and the Russian subcontinent is on our top right, together with other Asian countries, including China, Japan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Iran, Syria, Jordan, Oman. Oman is very close to Djibouti, which is also another new country, which has an Arab population or a Muslim population or a mixed population, because of all kinds of trade that have happened in those areas. And also we have Ethiopia and Somalia, which are neighboring countries, which also produced a similar kind of civilization. I do not know whether the famine that we saw when we were growing up in Ethiopia was as a result of their victory during the Second World War against Italian invasion. Some people do not like to lose in a war, even though they have provoked you. And after they've lost, they try other means to frustrate your development, whether physically or spiritually, by denying you things that you need to survive, the bare necessities of life. Now, of course, an economic situation might change, but the scars of the past can never be erased from memory. And even if they are erased, then it means there is a necessity to erase them, to hide the truth. Of course, one might say, why should you worry about those unfortunate people? Rejoice that you were spared from that kind of malaise. But then I would ask a person who thinks like that, why should someone else be chosen to live a better life than another person when we are all God's creation? Particularly us who know that we are human beings and we believe that God created the world. But in a very far away time, which we, even if we wanted to, we could not trace back because there's been so many activities, human activities from creation till today. You may try to segment history in a European way or in an Arabic way, but we still, or even in an African way or in a Western way, but you still have to survive from day to day. So the fact that it is a Sunday, or it is a Friday, or it is a Saturday, a holiday, does not mean that it is a holiday for everyone. Someone might be living an individualistic life based on all the rules and principles and experiences with political or social liberalism. I guess that is what Apia was talking about to say, how then do you live with people who are fundamentalist about one particular way of living, even if that one particular way of living also embraces a number of diverse ways of living, forming a society of behaviors and counter behaviors and dots and counter dots and new dots and so on. The question of security becomes very important at this moment because, of course, we cannot always trust the news, but if they are reporting this much now about the war in Iran, uh, then it means that again in the Middle East there is another conflict now. Of course, is the Israelis have been bombing Iranian generals for a very long time, calling them high value targets when they are in their countries. So, which makes you wonder how the people in embassies are treated when a general is killed in his own country, or a general is killed while visiting another country, which is supposed to be a friendly country, which provides him with security, with diplomatic immunity, and all the help that a head of state who is visiting is due. Thank you.